Hello everyone. Today I will discuss some more question that will be based on context-free grammar, derivation and its definition. The first question is, the entity which generate language is termed as grammar, because grammar have capability to how to arrange the words of the given language, so it have capability to generate language. So very important thing is grammar, that will decide which types of string actually included in the corresponding language. So grammar have capability to generate language. Explanation is also given here. The entity which accepts a language is termed as automata, while the one which generates it is called grammar. Tokens are the smallest individual unit of a program. Every term is defined in the explanation part. Next question is production rule. A small a capital A small b is generating small a capital small g small b belongs to which of the following category? Because if you see at left side of the production rule, there is capital A only variable which is changing in small g, and its left context is A and right context is B, which remains in right part. So there is factor of context sensitive, so it is context sensitive language. So option C will be correct. Yes, context sensitive language or type 1 are linearly bounded non-deterministic language has the production rule where the production is context dependent. So option C is correct. In the next question, which of the following statement is false? Context-free language is the subset of context-sensitive language. Yes, it is correct, because some more restriction when imparted on the context-sensitive language, then some of them will be filtered to be context-free languages. Regular language is the subset of context-sensitive language. Yes, it is also correct, because context-sensitive, when we apply some more restriction it will be context free, then apply some more restriction it will be regular. So it should be correct. C option, recursively enumerable language is the superset of regular language. Yes, because every language by default recursive language, recursive enumerable language, and recursively enumerable language have there is a subset of recursively enumerable language which is there is a recursive language of which subset is recursive enumerable language, in which halting and acceptance both is applied, but recursive language is more without any restriction language. If we apply some restriction, then it will be context sensitive, and if we apply some restriction, then it will be context free, and if we apply more restriction on context free, then it will be regular language. So so there will be superset, there will recursively language will be as a superset. Context sensitive language is a subset of context free language. Wrong, this is wrong, because context free language is a subset of context sensitive language. So D option is incorrect, and it is given this pictorial form also. Recursively enumerable language is outermost part, and then context sensitive, and then context free, and in core part is regular language. So most restricted language is regular language, and there is no restriction on recursively enumerable only, and in between context sensitive and context free. The grammar can be defined by 4 tuple. V is sigma P S, where P is set of production rule, sigma input alphabet, V set of variable, and S is start variable. In the given definition, what does S represent? Start variable. So B is correct. Means start variable have importance about that. Whenever we are going to derive any string, it will every time start with start variable, that is capital S here given. So capital S is very important symbol. Every time we will start from this S. In between we will use other symbols, but starting should be from S. So it is starting variable. Which among the following cannot be accepted by a regular grammar? L is a set of number divisible by 2. L is a set of binary complement. L is a set of string with odd number of zeros. L is set of 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n. So D option is incorrect. D option cannot be accepted by regular grammar because there is matching task that cannot be done by regular grammar. So it should be yes, D is correct. And in next question, which of the expression is appropriate for production small a is producing small v, where a belongs to capital V, but even it is given as a small a, but every time we will use here capital letter. This is wrong notation, but it is clearly declared that it is a variable, so no issue. And B belongs to terminal symbol set. B may be variable or terminal, anything. So C option may be correct because asterisk is given. So any combination of variable and terminal may be. Just yes, C is correct because it will produce any combination of variable and terminal. So C is correct. For S is producing 0 S1, E for 0 1 asterisk sigma is given. Which of the following is wrong for the language produced? Non-regular language, 0 power n, 1 to the power n, 0 पे power n, 1 पे power n. So none of the mention. I think it should be C because here is E is given, that should denote empty part. So if S is producing small E means null, then 0 पे power 0 and 1 पे power 0. So the value of n should start from 0, but here is given n is starting from 1. So it should be wrong and should be answer of this question. But here given D, but I have doubt that C should be wrong one because C cannot be, because here initialization issue and here given E is empty. If so, it is incorrect, but here is given D. I am not agree with this answer. The minimum number of production required to produce a language consisting of palindrome string over AB is the minimum number of production required. Minimum number of production required, if we take S is producing AB, S is producing BA, and 2 to 4. Think 4 production, 5 production. Yes, it is correct. It is given here. Yes, it is 5 production. It required 5 production to produce palindrome. Which of the following statement is correct? All regular languages are context free but not vice versa. Yes, all context free grammar are regular grammar but not vice versa. No, it is incorrect. So A option, regular grammar and context free grammar the same. No, A option should be correct. Yes, it is correct. To clear concept we use Chomsky hierarchy. It is based on Chomsky hierarchy question, Chomsky hierarchy concept. Are ambiguous context free? Yes, ambiguous grammar is there in context free grammar. You know that if any there is a string which can be derived by two different approaches, means either of left or right, means if any string have two leftmost derivation tree or two more than one leftmost derivation tree or more than one rightmost derivation tree, then string will be ambiguous, and so the grammar generating that string is also ambiguous. So it is based on ambiguity problem. Next page. I am switching to next page. There will be also 10 questions. The first question in this one given, which of the following is not notion of context free grammar? Recursive interface, derivation, sentential form. I think recursive should be, because it is given D, all of them mentioned. Notion, actually I am not getting what is asking. The following explanation is given here. The following are the notions to express context free grammar: recursive interfaces, derivation, sentential form and past tree. So all is correct. So all of the mentions are correct. Which of the following is not a notion of context free grammar? The following are the notions to express context free grammar. Actually I think question is given in incorrect form. It should be here, which of the following are a notion of context free grammar, but here given not. That's why confusion arises. Actually you can see in explanation part where it is given that the following are the notions to express context free grammar, and all the four given. So given question is in wrong way, so that's why everything is notion of context free grammar. State true or false. The recursive interface procedure determines that string W is in the language of the variable A being the starting variable. Should be true. Yes, it is true. Which of the following are suitable approaches for interfacing? Actually written inferencing is given, but recursive inference. Actually I am reading incorrect way. Inference, recursive inference, not recursive interface. Recursive inference. Which of the following are the suitable approaches for inferencing? Recursive inference, derivation. Actually this is not part of your syllabus, but just check the answer. C, both recursive inference and derivation. So remember, maybe asked in your exam, but it is not in your syllabus. Next question also not part of your syllabus, but just read and try to remember. If W belongs to L of G for some CFG, then W has a parse tree which defines the syntactic structure of W. W could be program, SQL query, XML part, document, all of them mentioned. D option, all are correct. Is the following statement correct? Recursive inference and derivation are equivalent. Actually this is not in your syllabus, but read. Yes, it is correct. This is on the basis of your syllabus. This question: A is producing small a, capital A, and AB also produces by capital A. So the number is step to form AAB 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I think 4 should be 3. Why 3 is given? 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. Okay. It is 3. In first step, it is produce this one and apply this production rule again on A. So get this one, and last we apply capital A is producing small b. So this will be correct. And so 3 steps only. No problem. 3 steps only. Next question. An expression is mentioned as follows. Figure out number of incorrect notations or symbols such that a change in those could make expression correct. W in T asterisk, yes, is producing this is not appropriate for A is option 0 errors. The language accepted by push-down automata context-free language. B option is correct. Next question: which among the following is the correct option for the given grammar? X111 G1, X is producing X0 00. So G is producing, which of the actually produces by this one? A option is correct. Which of the following is the given language belongs to? This is regular, no. This is context free, no. This is D option, none of the mention. Actually there is 3 matching, so it cannot be context free, so none of the mention is correct. Choose the correct option. There exist 2 inference approaches. This is not in your syllabus, so I think A and B both are correct. But what is given here? A option, true. Both are true. Choose the correct option. These are options based on recursive inference, which is not in your syllabus. Which of the following statements are correct for concept called inherent ambiguity? Inherent ambiguity, actually that is which is not removable. Every CFG for AL is ambiguous. Every CFG for AL is unambiguous. A option should be correct. Yes. Whenever it is not possible to construct a CFG which is unambiguous, means every CFG which is generating the language is ambiguous, then the language will be inherently ambiguous. Means if we cannot remove an ambiguity from the given language, so A option is correct. Important question is actually that one, question number 13. This is not also in your syllabus. Now moves to next. This one question is statement every right linear grammar generates a language, regular language. Yes, it is correct, true. You know that right linear production rule is of type 3 category and it is part of regular grammar, so regular language, no doubt in this one. What does the given CFG defines? A, S, B, S, B, S, A, S, E and W, E and W denotes terminal string, WWR, WSW, equal number of A's and B's, A's and B's. Yes, A and B should be equal, I think. C is correct, very good. Because here also small a and small b, and here also small b, small a. So every time it will generate equal number of a and b, so it is correct. Next question, L1 L2 are context free language. Which of concatenation, union and asterisk concatenation, I think is all of the mentions are true. D option, because closure property hold on all these three operations. Closure means asterisk and union as well as concatenation, so all of the mentions are correct. For the given regular expression, the minimum number of variables including start variable required to derive its grammar is, there is asking actually how many number of variable will be required to generate this language. So yes is producing 0, yes, 0 1 1, yes, and yes is producing 0 1 1, yes, then it will be first part, and yes is producing 0 1, yes, and yes is producing 0 1 1 1, think 6 should be 6 not 5 actually given, just see that, yes 5 production rule actually needed. For the given, it is 3 terminal, actually maybe null also, 0 1 is there necessary because it is part of language, and 1 may be null because there is asterisk given, so null should be also, so 3 is correct. Grammar is every production taken one of the two forms. Right linear, I think it is right linear or regular grammar. Regular B, yes. Which among the following is a CFG for the given language? Number of zeros in X, number of ones in X. Which among the following is a CFG for the given language? A or B? There are two production rules, two set of production rules. A is clearly visible, that is CFG. B also, B actually right linear, so A is only, and you know that B is by default CFG also, I have missed that thing, so C option is correct. Which of the following languages are most suitable for implementing context free? C, Perl. A option C, because its compiler is constructed by CFG. Which among the following is the correct grammar for the following language, for the given language? Yes, A, B, C, think all should be C only given. Why A is not? Oh, correct grammar. I have missed that. It is given context free, but it is correct grammar. So A is correct. Okay, A is correct. Now there is so many questions on this site, you can practice them. Here is given I 0, 1, 2 and j is greater than I plus k. So number of 1 should be in string greater than number of zeros and number of 2. So there is not given 2. So this question looks like incorrect because there should be 2 also but not given, so it is incorrect question. Even that given A option, this should be 2. The zeros after 1 should be 2 but not given actually. So just I am completing this video and I am suggesting that try to solve questions from this site. Not everyone which is in your syllabus, and definitely it will help. And I have make more than almost 10 videos on the MCQ base, so you can refer all these videos and refer to this site also. Thank you.